never be able to get over the topic of Free Fire. The truth is, before you go on and I don't know, scream with that little dirty mouth of yours. If you hate the game so much, then stop complaining about it. As the old saying goes, if I didn't care, I wouldn't talk about it. So yeah, let's get in. A lot of you already aware that Free Fire is one of the most hated and shitted on mobile game ever. Why? That's a question that a lot of people can never actually answer. Why do you hate Free Fire? They never have a clear answer. Today, I'm gonna tell you the reasons why I think Free Fire is a really, really bad game. I don't mean this sarcastically, or I'm not even, it's a bad game. I'm just gonna give you the reasons. So yeah, lock in. Let's get started. I wrote a bunch of head starts on my paper, so not really off script. We're not doing off script stream today. I guess it's a script, whatever you want to call it, but it's just like a reminder to keep me on track. I'm just gonna read the inverse. So 1 to 5. I'm gonna read from 5 to 1. Yeah. Number one, my first issue with Free Fire: pay to win. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of mobile games have this issue, especially the ones where you can spend actual money, turn it into in-game currency. The main thing is you spend your actual money. Most of them end up being pay to win. Name it, COD. Okay, I kind of take that back. Farlight isn't pay to win. Out of context, Free Fire is a pay to win game. Easy. Ask me how. Gun skins. Certain gun skins give you certain advantages. Like, let's say a gun skin. Let's say a dragon gun skin for a shotgun can increase your damage, increase your accuracy by 2 times, which will obviously give you an advantage over someone who doesn't spend money in the game or hasn't bought that skin. So pay to win. It's a little, it's not like too much pay to win, but it doesn't really matter. It gives you an advantage, and the fact you spend money in the game to get that advantage, pay to win. Pretty simple. Apart from that, it's not really much pay to win, I'm not gonna lie. I have to give Free Fire credits on that one. In terms of pay to win, it's not that bad, okay? It's like semi mid, it's manageable. Number four, we have unbalancing issues. Yeah, this was one of like the problem that just makes me keep uninstalling and installing Free Fire back. The balancing issues. I don't really mean to be mean, but I feel like this is just an Indian problem. Yeah, the dumbass devs don't know how to make a game. They just made one lucky game, one hit wonder, and now they're just feeding off the game, just going with it, running with it, running. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good run. 2018, right? That's when Free Fire came out. Let me search it up. It has to be 2018 because they kind of just copied PUBG's Battle Royale format. It wasn't even a theme before PUBG Mobile came out. Oh, 2017. That's pretty much 2018, see? Just December. So 2017, whatever, 2018. Let's just say 2017. Yeah. So nice run, I'll say. 2017 till now. I'm not gonna calculate. I'm not gonna calculate the age. My brain isn't braining right now. But it's been a good run, not gonna lie. But in terms of balancing, it seems like Free Fire has a struggle. Back then, back many years ago, it didn't really have. You can't really see much. Most of the characters you see now, like so many annoying characters now. We have Raiden with two spiders, not one, two, which not only takes health from you, it just stops you from moving, holds you at a point, makes you super vulnerable, especially when you have no global left. You have Sonya, just not really that bad to be honest, but like obviously it's an advantage since it can choke you. There's some points where So an enemy Sonya is just gonna choke you. It's just gonna be real bad, and some points when it wouldn't even matter. It's just like yeah, whatever, Sonya, brush it off. But yeah, there are many of them. I know there's this one I recently found. I didn't even know that this character was a thing. There's this character that shoot this red stuff at you and just blow up your glowon instantly, no warning that this is happening. Even the scanning characters, the ones who locate you, are not balanced at all. In general, I feel like it's just hero shooters. Normal hero shooters have like balancing issues on their own. It's pretty common thing. Valorant has its own problems, but not as bad as Free Fire. Trust me. If you haven't played Free Fire, um, you wouldn't understand. Okay, just click off the video. But if you have, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Unless you're one of the cringe players I'm talking about. So they just have this cringe ass combos. My most hated. I'm just gonna give you a list. The ones I hate the most. We have we have Dintry and Sonya. The people who use Dintry and Sonya probably I don't know, daddy left for milk 2 years ago, and the trauma you're still trying to get over it. Because you can't explain to me why your active skill, your main skill, was just to put a reviving circle. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, the Dintry guy just puts a revival circle around him that just self revives him every time he gets downed. Just self revive him, and the only way he can do that is if he has Sonya. So like, Sonya gives you 2 more seconds after you're supposed to get knocked. After someone kills you, give me to watch. It's funny, but at times it can be annoying. Especially when you're like trying to go for clutch 1v3. You're the last man standing, and then you just see that idiot. You just knocked him, and he's busy using Dimchi, barricaded himself with glow. It's pretty annoying. So yeah, ass character combo. My third worst, the one I hate, hate the most, is Raiden. Raiden is this spider guy who just trap you with spider. You can pretty much not move anyway, and you're just stuck. So yeah, the point is a lot of unbalancing comes to characters with scanning. They have these characters that can like scout, they can find your location. It's not fair because every time they scan you, they know your location, but you don't know theirs, which I feel like it should be an exchange of location. You release the location of the caster, and then you like show location of I don't know the people who's trying to scan. That's how it's normally done in every hero shoot you've played. But it seems like Free Fire, they do theirs differently. The same with the new scout character they brought out that can pretty much just has wall hacks. I'm not even joking. He can see you through walls or whatever. So not it only does it like stretch to the characters, also stretch to guns. You have some guns that are just so horribly unbalanced. Okay, they're just bad. They don't make any sense. You have the worst gun. Like I'll just say the worst gun I've seen that it's so annoying to go up against is the Mag 7. This shotgun, that gun is pretty much useless. You can't even one tap headshot anyone with it. It's just for spammers. And we also have the M590, I think, the new shotgun they brought out. That's the worst. That's the worst. That's the most annoying gun to go up against, especially people who like to jump and shoot it at the same time. So you just pretty much the reason why nobody really uses this as a point for that's why I hate Free Fire because there are just so many terrible balancing unbalanced stuff that to start personally going after one, it would just seem laughable because as you're talking about one, there's just 100 more to cover. So I feel like no one really brings it up as a reason to quit. They quit Free Fire. And if you like want more context or whatever, just go to my last stream. I made one about where I was reading Reddit's stories. I think about how people were complaining why they hate Free Fire and stuff. So yeah, balancing issues, and then we have the game mechanics. And by like game mechanics, I don't mean how the game plays. I mean like Free Fire as a system, the system as a whole. My biggest, uh, actually red flag. No, no, that's really gonna be useful in this scenario. But okay, my biggest turn off is when I get my underscore get penalized by something that's literally out of my control. Like I'm telling you, these people would crash my game. I can be playing CS ranked now, and they'll just crash my game. They'll crash my game, and then I can literally do nothing. The only thing I have to do, the only thing I can do, is to restart the game, like close it and then restart it. The app doesn't even try to fix itself. It doesn't even recognize that you're like crashed. It just freezes. You can't do nothing. You can't move. You can't do anything. So I have to restart the game. And then when I come back, they just penalize me. If you don't know what honor score is, pretty much this points they give you. They call it honor score. They're like, if you do like something wrong, they just take it out from your underscore. You like quit matches, your underscore goes low. And if it's below, that number is below 90. That underscore is below 90. You can't play ranked. Yeah, I think 90 or so. So you have to like keep it up and not quit matches. That's the main thing. Don't stay AFK. I don't know why they add that, but okay. That's the main thing. So they just all of a sudden subtract points from me and say I was AFK. Why you literally crashed my game? Even when you have bad network, they still subtract. They say it's AFK, and it's really annoying because it's out of my control, and they're not even doing anything like fix the issue. Just playing off like it's my fault. Another thing, sometimes they penalize you. The funniest of seen, the most hilarious, they penalized me for toxicity. They said they even muted my mic. They said like, "Oh yeah, you're toxic," blah blah blah, and they muted my mic for like I think a week. I was able to chat. I'm like, what? What did I even do? What did I say exactly? I don't remember saying anything. The most heated conversation I ever had during that period was when, I think in gold lobbies when there was this, my teammates were really terrible, and they were trash talking me. They're telling me I'm bad. I ended up acing that round, and then they kind of just switched side. I think that's the most heated they got. They went from insulting me to like being actual sensible teammates. So that's the most heated they ever got, and then they just penalized me. Said I'm so toxic. They muted my mic for 1 week. They penalize. Sometimes they penalize you after a match. Say, someone reported you for toxicity. They just minus points. That makes absolutely no sense. So that's what I mean, like game mechanics. I didn't find any better word to put it in. So yeah, moving on, moving on. We have, what do we have next? Cringe players. This is the main topic. Okay, the funniest reference I'm gonna use for this, if I turn this to an actual video, I'll show I'll show the, it was just Reddit I was going through. No, I think it was Quora. I think it was Quora. Yeah. So it was like Free Fire players are cowards. It was so funny because it's actually true. I was doing 1v1 with a guy, and he was just hiding behind a wooden block. He just stood there. I tried like false shooting to like bait him out. This guy didn't move. He didn't move. He didn't even show his body. I don't know if he thought I wouldn't see him. He was just standing there to the zone. Safe zone pushed him out. Like blue zone. I think that's what they call it there. Pushed him out. And then he just moved. I know what he did after he moved. My guy just went went back to camping to no look. It was so disgusting. And yeah, that really goes even for ranked, even normal. That's just how they play. They find me the most disgusting way to play every scenario. Most of them will just be with your M59 jumping up in the air, spamming that shit. I know that weapon bounces once it hits the ground. I don't know who came up with that idea. I don't know who the fuck. Okay, I don't know who makes these ideas. I don't know who in the Free Fire community board or whatever they call it, Garena. I need to speak to that guy because we are gonna throw hands if I meet that dude in real life. Who made the idea for the weapon? That it shoots, not only does it shoot and damages you, it does like reflective damage. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Meaning that even if you miss with the intense aim assist, it's just gonna bounce on the ground and still do you damage. You don't even need to see the person. You can be behind the glow wall, and so it's just gonna still shoot that without even seeing you. It's just gonna reflect you. It makes no sense. It's annoying. The only time the reflective damage is actually good is when you like hit someone on the head, and for some reason it doesn't give you full damage. Instead of 200, it gives like 160. Then the reflective damage just comes in and finishes the person off. That's the only time that thing is any good. Most of the time, it's just cringe. And you see these players with the most cringe combos. They just use the most stupid, disgusting, wasted combos. They play so weirdly. They can shoot you once, and then hide behind, start spamming like 20 globals in one place. They're not even moving, just spamming that shit. It's annoying, okay? They have like so many weird play styles. These people hide behind pillars, they hide behind anything, wait for you to pass, and then still whiff every shot. It's funny to watch most of the time because most people who hide are never like any good. Good players never hide that much. They don't even hide at all. In the end, Free Fire is kind of a camper's game. I'm not gonna lie. You have to hide and be patient to actually get any kills, and also like to catch the enemy off guard. You have to be hide and be patient. But it doesn't mean you have to like necessarily camp through the whole game. Never heard of that. That makes no sense. So yeah, cringe players. The last one, not the least, I'm gonna talk about is so much effort put for so little. Yeah, this is just my personal one. Everything here is my personal opinion. So much effort for so little. It's like instead of a machine that's working to its 100% efficiency, if you know what I mean. If you went to actual school, this one is like the opposite of a machine. We call it. It's like you're the machine. No, how I put it. Just fuck it. You put so much effort in and just can receive so much little. Other reference I like to put, it's from a Quora post I saw. Someone was like, you can't even like hit those one time headshots. It's so hard to learn them, and you have to like manually tweak your DPI on your phones just so you can get enough sensey to drag to the head, which kind of makes sense if you don't have a good phone. And yeah, it's so much effort for so little. You have to brainstorm every time someone gets so close to you because you want to play jump and shoot. Then you're not gonna be able to clutch. So yeah, I just feel like you have to train so much, and you just get so little effort because you're still gonna have to be trying to fight against the cringe players. There's so many of them. Trust me, it's not like it's a once in a lifetime glitch. Like how we have it in Death Wars, my favorite game to play. But the most cringe you could get is bat users, one who swing a 9 millimeter. I don't know how long that shit is. Wouldn't bat in your head and just one tap you. That's how the cringes it can get. Even RPG isn't even that bad in Death Force. What we have here in Free Fire is absolutely disgusting. Okay, there's so many of them. So my point is, these are like so many. There were like way more issues. What the fuck is that? I mean bedtime more. I'm no kid. Screw you, Samsung. So like so many issues. So many of them. This is just like the tip of the iceberg. My tip of the iceberg. I could write a whole essay on this. I can write a whole essay why Free Fire is bad, but I'm not gonna because let's face it, Garnet doesn't care. They're not gonna read my essay anyways. So I can speak English. But okay. And yeah, just a little side toss in. Garina, if you mistakenly accidentally come across this video, bro, I'll just one thing to say to you: stop trying to be cool with the kids, okay? I see what you're doing. I see what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to be, oh, we're cool with everyone. We're gonna add cringe ass weird stuff to our game. The first one that kind of like threw me off was the Tung Tung Sahur. I'm not even joking. That thing exists in Free Fire. And yeah, now I think about it, I do remember there was one update about Skibidi Toilet. The first time that shit started becoming viral, I'm not joking, they made a whole map about Skibidi. I think it was in Craftland or something. It was just a stupid map. You could play as a toilet or TV man. I never really played it, only tried it once. I don't even remember what that used to look like. But now they have Tintin Saru. And they added the moment technology, I don't know what that means. They just the moment it became like popular enough, they just added a voice, what do you call it? Message audio where you could just say stuff to your teammates. And you have these stupid people who just be spamming that shit. It's so annoying to hear. I had to turn off messages as a whole because I don't want to hear took someone yelling tung tung saru when we were losing 3-1. So yeah, if you guys can please stop trying to be cool with the kids, add actual stuff to your game. That would be nice.